A very good morning, everyone. I hope you all are well. So, today we will start a new chapter of social science of social and political life, and the name of the chapter is Market Around Us. So, in this chapter, we'll study about the different markets which are around us. As we are surrounded by the different markets, some are our neighborhood markets, some are the weekly markets, and even we'll see the hawkers which are passing through our streets or sitting on the roads. So, we all are surrounded by these markets, and in this chapter, we'll study about them. So, what is the markets? Normally, we can say the markets is a variety of systems or the institutions or the procedures like where the buying and selling is done and where where one party needs something and one party is ready to sell his product. So that means we can say in the market one is seller and one is the buyer. And markets, if we talk about the markets, there are so many different sizes of the market. It depends on their location, depends on their participants, and also depends on the types of goods and services they are providing. Like we divide the market into different types. Weekly market you'll see when it occurs once in a week. Then you'll see the neighborhood markets. If you need the daily things, you can buy it from your neighborhood markets. Or if you need something high, like you have to visit to the shopping complexes. If you need a branded things, you have to go to the mall or you have to go to the shopping complexes. So in this chapter we'll study about some of these markets. So here in the picture you can see the different types of markets. The buyers and sellers are different in these markets. So firstly we'll study about the weekly market. As it's quite clear with the name weekly market, that means why it is called the weekly market, because it is held on a specific day of the week that is fixed. Like the Monday market will say, or the Saturday market we can say, the Sunday market we'll use, or even the Sabji Mandi that occurs on a specific day of the week, that is called as the weekly markets. And in this weekly market, the sellers, they don't have the permanent shops. What they'll do, they set up their shops of or the day, and then they close them up in the evening. So their shops are not permanent, and according to the week, according to the turn of the day, they'll move from one place to another for selling their things. And there are so many such type of markets which occurs in a once in a week. There are so many markets, like Monday market will say, Sunday market, or there are so many markets in the different places which occurs once in a week. And now we will study the advantages of the weekly market. What are the advantages of the weekly market? The first is availability of many things. See, in the weekly market, many things are available at one place. This is the fun quality of the weekly market, that if you want to buy the different things, these are available at one place. Like if we want vegetables, groceries, or the cloth items or the utensils, we found all the items there in the one market. So here we can say it's a place where the people, they have a variety, where they have a variety of goods and they can buy the goods of their choices. See, only not the one market is there. There are the different types of their varieties are there, different types of markets are there in the weekly markets, and so many things are available at one place. Second is the cheaper rates. If we compare the weekly market with the main markets, the rates are cheaper and the products are very cheap. Because why the products are very cheap? Because they don't have the permanent shops, they don't have the big buildings, they don't have so many brands. So the expenditure is less, so their selling is less. That's why here we can buy the products at a very cheaper rates. So here you can see in the picture the types of different weekly markets at which occurs once in a week. So now we will study what are the demerits of the weekly markets. The first is no permanent shops. As if you want to buy something, so we have to wait for that day of the week if you want to buy something. So no permanent shops are there. But in the permanent shops, we can go anytime and we can buy the products whenever we want. Second is defective products. Sometimes what will happen, like we will find the defective works, the defective things are there in the weekly market, and when once we'll buy it, we cannot change it as the shops are not permanent. The third is cases of cheating the consumers. Sometimes in the weekly market there are some cases where the shopkeepers they can cheat the consumers. They will show something and they'll pack something, or sometimes they'll give you the defective things. So the cheating cases are more in the weekly markets, and you have to wait a long for if you want to give it back. But in the permanent shops you can go and you can change the things if you don't like it. Last is bargaining. Here a lot of bargaining has done. If you buy one thing at a high prices, maybe the another person will buy that thing at a very low prices. So in these markets bargaining are done. That's why these are not as useful as the main markets are. Shops in the neighborhood. Now we will study about the shops which are in our neighborhood. So firstly we have studied about the weekly market, and now we will study about the shops in the neighborhood. Beside weekly markets, there are many shops that sell goods and services in our neighborhood. So weekly markets are there. The weekly markets are there when once in a week it is held, but the neighborhood market it is available every time, and whenever we want something we can go and buy that things. So what are the qualities of these neighborhood markets are? First is these are permanent. Permanent as we can buy whatever we want. We can buy milk from dairy, as the dairy we can see nearby us the dairies are there, and whenever we want milk or milk products we can go and buy them. And even we'll see the grocery stores are there, the departmental stores are there. Whenever we need things we can go and buy. The stationery shops are there. If we need something of the stationery, so we can go and buy that from our neighborhood market. And even eatables or the medical shops are there. So all these shops are in the these shops we can say these are the permanent, which are always available, and these are the permanent shops, and whenever we need something we can go and buy that. But in the neighborhood market some are temporary shops. In the neighborhood market some shops are permanent, that you can see they have the building, they have the shops, they have the settled shop, and you can buy and they have one place. But some are temporary, or we can say the roadside stalls. The vegetable hawkers are there, he's standing in front of one shop and he's selling his vegetables. Then the fruit vendor is there. The fruit vendor, he'll settle one thing, he'll settle the one place, but he's do not having the permanent shop. So whenever he got the place he'll just settle there and he sell his fruits. And the mechanic, somehow the mechanic shops are also there. Some are temporary and some are permanent, and those mechanics they'll just do their work and they just pack up their things and go to other markets. Here you can see the neighborhood markets. The fruit dairy is there, then the departmental store is there. If you want something mall type is there. So they all are available in your neighborhood markets. So here is an example of Samir. He is a seller of clothes. He is a seller of clothes and he is a small trader. It's an example of the weekly market. So Samir, he is a seller in a weekly market, and how he sell in the weekly market, he buys that clothes from a large trader in the town and sells them in a 6 different markets in a week. See, here is an example. Samir, he is a seller of the clothes. He buy the clothes from the big market and he sell that clothes in a six different places in a week. Like the weekly market is a market which occurs once in a week, and like Samir, there are so many sellers which move from one place to another in a week to sell their products. So whatever he did, when he's so much famous that his customers they came from the nearby villages, and even at the functions like Diwali or some other like Pongal, they visit to Samir because the quality of Samir products, the Samir cloth is very good and the rates are cheaper. So like Samir, there are so many examples of the sellers who are selling the things and who are buying from the large sellers, and they are selling the things at a low price in the weekly market. So thank you. I hope this was clear to you. The rest we will study in the next video.